baseball. It's the Yankees against the Orioles in the rubber game of a 3-game set from Camp. See on the field over 100 degrees, all of our outstanding, and you could see trying to cover up in what is an unbearably hot day. One of the members of our crew who are dealing with scorching temp. Brought to you by TikTok. TikTok taught me. DJ LeMahieu leading off there, and Judge batting second. Then on the mound for Baltimore, Dean Kramer, who has really pitched.
Well, he's making strides. Took his lumps last season with a 7.55 ERA. Familiar foe, 6 out of his 26 career starts have been against the Yankees, so they're used to seeing cutter, changeup. That's what he will go to get outs today.
Take a look at Mancini in right. Tyler Nevin, son of Phil, at third. Jorge Mateo, Ramon. So DJ LeMahieu, one of the hottest hitters on the planet, under 500 as he takes strike one. Lines that to right center field. Mullins had it played just right center. One down. Let's take a look at the keys to the game, brought to you by your local Kia dealer.
11-3, so finding a way to finish strong. The Yankees will look to do that today. Losses after leading by 3 runs plus in the first 85, only one such loss in the last.
As Judge takes a friendly. Fewer inside strikes on lefties, fewer low strikes on righties. The 1-1. Grounded foul.
And 4-seam run on his fastball, but really likes to use that cutter against righties down in the.
Ribbies, run scored, and first in the AL in WAR as he cuts
the breaking ball early in this game to get out Aaron Judge for the second big out. 4-seamer in his cutter, but when you're facing the Yankees, you got to switch it up sometimes and go deep in that bat.
"13-game homerless streak for Rizzo, matching his longest of the. Let's take a look at the pitching arc.
He's going to have to pitch a little bit differently today.
Rizzo rolls it to first. What next in steamy Baltimore? TikTok taught me. Cedric Mullins, he's had a big series thus far, 4 for 7. Cortez, the season numbers very strong. Let's get the scouting report from Cam.
In his first All-Star game, facing Austin Riley, Pete Alonso, Dansby Swanson, Travis d'Arnaud. Here in day games, Nestor has a 3-0 record with a 1.85 ERA, 43 innings pitched.
Mullins swinging first pitch, 0-1.
For him, and he has a lot of success, so look for him to command the glove side today in this day game.
0-2. Although we have heard pitchers talk about the.
Well, lucky for Nestor, he grew up in Hialeah, Florida, so he's used to pitching against them.
Really were a struggle for him with the conditions. He just couldn't stop sweating. Felt like he never.
The 1-2.
Firm grip on the ball, and he said it did improve a little bit in the 5th inning. A little bit of a breeze came.
Heart rate, I think he was saying as well about being out of the mound.
He did. He said the excessive heat made.
What is Mancini? Fouls that down the left field line.
You know, I was a huge sweater, so staying hydrated, and that began nights before. You know, doing everything you could to stay hydrated. So it's a difficult task when it's this high outside.
Look at the defense, brought to you by your local Tri-State GMC dealers.
Any type of hydration formula they have in the dugout, in the clubhouse, I was upbeat and alert. So you do everything you can in heat like this to make sure.
Cortez coming out with a lot of heaters here. 4-seamer, the 0-2.
And there for a second, the 4-seamer and the cutter, but it's more about location finesse. You see where he's pitching right now. When he's pitching, opens up the whole dish for him and allows his backdoor slider to work and his cutter as well.
We'll confirm that, but there's been a lot of them.
Through Mancini, a slider, I believe, that he pulled foul anytime.
And now another off speed there as he dropped down. Cool. The 1-2. Went back with a heater, fouled away.
And when Nestor's, I call that the trap ball, Ryan. Those balls look really good, but it's a trap. There's not much you can do with that pitch. So
the 1-2. He got him. It's 1-2-3 with a couple of Ks. And on a sun-splashed and impossible.
It's hot today, Ryan.
Yeah, you saw.
You might see some of those today on
Hicks 4, 5, and 6 for the Yankees, and Torres takes. Wow, see,
just as hot as we are.
Understood. Torre, 1 down. And those umpires, they don't get a half. Yesterday, yeah, we see you, all you fellas. In the dugouts, I believe they still have those massive fans. There was one down there. Here's Carpenter. Strike 1. No, it was, I don't know if it was good enough that I'd be in a hoodie or long sleeves, but the 0-1. Dwyer, 1997 with St. Louis. 17 homers in his first 29 hits. Just the 3rd player in the modern era to do that. And then Derek Dietrich a couple years ago with Cincinnati. Swing and a miss. Carpenter down on strikes.
Look for him to change shapes, change locations, and continue to try to have switch to different quadrants with that. You see that cutter up in the zone. He started some down. And you see right there also on his 4-seamer. It's not a 2-seamer. He just has natural arm side run on his.
Hitting the start in center field with Judge DHing. Ball 1. Credit to the Orioles mental skills coach. The 1-2. Breaking ball, tap foul.
That go really deep into this and helping guys have success at this big league. Sometimes it's just between the ears, and him giving credit to the mental coach says a lot about it.
For Kramer, we'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. Hayes has hit .327 against the Yankees this season with an OPS of 9. Montez faces Austin Hayes. Ball 1. Well located and a generous.
When it's close, you better be swinging the bats.
Popped up. 1 down. Hey fans, if you love all things pitching, so pumped for you all to check that out. If you have not thus far, make sure you get down. Now Nestor deals.
Is that a compliment, Ryan, or treatment today?
I think that is a compliment. Well, did they need a 5th? That ball drops. Has run.
This ball is probably a routine out for Joey Gallo, but because Gleyber is out there,
Torres, upon further review, perhaps he should have. They'll call that an E4. Is Urias, who lines a base hit to left field. Rutschman had to hold. This is the toughest error that Gleyber Torres is going to have.
Comfortable around the wall, something Gleyber just not familiar with, and you've seen that come into play on that.
You're right, Cam. I mean, Gleyber, we talked about it last night, how comfortable he normally looks. A single from Urias. And that pitch.
Saw the apprehension as Joey approached. I'm sure he wanted to call that ball up. Tough situation for both guys, really out of position.
The 1-1 is high. Now, before the wall was moved back, that ball would have been long gone off the bat of Rutschman. 2-2.
Had damage on his mind with that swing.
And the count is full now on Nevin. And Jose Trevino. Last night from Albert Abreu that really cost the Yankees. Swing and a miss.
As well, going to the backdoor slider, and we talked about it. All of the
Nestor 1 out away from getting out of it. Here's Robinson Chirinos. Another one of those. That was Trevino call time. Nobody wants to be responsible for. Chirinos was briefly in the Yankees organization in spring last year. There's a strike. Later played 13 games with Scranton before being released. Bottom of the 2nd, the 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Nestor did in his last start against the Reds. He really dedicated. Hit about how that allows him to do so much stuff on the mound.
Trying to wiggle the 1-2. He got him. Nestor Cam and keep it scoreless.